Welcome back, all you wonderful, beautiful, amazing people that are freaking awesome and on fire, and you got me going on fire. Love you. Welcome back. If you've been here before, welcome back, my love. And if you're new, welcome to the Olga S. Pérez Show. I'm your host, Olga. How you doing? Yeah, that's how we roll around here. How you doing? Let me know in the comments in the live chat. Even if you're watching this replay, make sure to comment. Your comments are my fuel. Keep them coming. I do read them and I will respond. Yes. I mean, it's all about us. Okay? There's no me. Right? There's a us. Yeah. Boy, do I got something I want to start off the bat, going right in there right now. Let's see. Oh, look who it is. Oh, God. Somebody sent this to me on Instagram. I had missed it. Or I would have done it the day it came out. I think it was like 2 days ago. But nonetheless, let's get right to it. Let's get that vibe going already. You must have known. You guys must have picked me up energetically because I'm already seeing the comments. I saw hashtag HOG and I was like, what? I didn't even share yet. I'm not even live yet. Yeah. And thank you, whoever. I'm going to read the comments in a minute. But I love that you're like, that's not all we do, right? It's not all, hashtag HOG. Of course, right? Thank you for saying that. Because I'm like, well, I'm not talking about Tom all freaking day. But right now, okay, I'm going to do it. Okay, look, I need to feel this guy's vibe. This is brilliant here.
Bill Gates says a civil war is coming. Bill, I can only assume you're talking about a civil war between the left and the right. And if that's the case, who do you think's going to win this one, Bill? All the patriots who support the right to bear arms, or all the weirdos who identify as salamanders and dress up as unicorns? Bill, the people on one side of this civil war believe in fighting for freedom. The people on the other side believe that misgendering is violence. I mean, you can't misgender a heavily armed man to death. That's not a
right. How great is this guy?
Fight you're gonna win. Like, what is the green-haired safe space community gonna use to fight back? Their imaginations?
Oh, I wonder if he wrote this, memorized it. I wonder if he did more than one take. But, I mean, it's not just the words, like just his looks, his expressions.
Oh, Bill, how do I say this so you understand it? Okay, remember when you invented...
Why are we listening to this guy? Like, why is the media, why is he in the news? How is he an authority, non-elected? I mean...
Windows, and then Apple came along armed with the iPhone and completely destroyed Microsoft. Bill, Windows was the green-haired safe spacers. Wait, Bill, there doesn't have to be a civil war. This is 2022. I know exactly how to handle this.
Me too.
Cancel culture. This is your opportunity to use your power for good. Cancel the Civil War. You know, I heard the Civil War use the N-word one time.
Cancel the Civil War. That's what I'm feeling. That's exactly like, I didn't want to talk about something else in the news, especially... it's so negative and it's preventable is what my issue is with the whole thing, that I can't just continue. I'm going to do what everybody else is doing. Let's just talk about what's in the news. What? No. That's the problem here. It's still like entertainment. And this is huge. This is a big freaking deal. So yeah, exactly. So where are you, all you cancelers out there? All inclusive, all diverse. How are you not against war?
When it was drunk outside a nightclub. Civil War, I hereby announce you canceled. Or maybe we can all just agree to disagree and prevent the greatest country on earth from destroying itself.
That's right.
Unless, of course, there's more than meets the eye here. Microsoft manufactured body armor coming to a Walmart near you. Bill, stop making predictions and start making computers that are worth more than a paperweight. I mean, you're one of the richest men on earth, right? $121 billion net worth. How about you use a very small fraction of your fortune to end world hunger, stop homelessness, get kids in third world countries clean water?
Exactly.
I don't know, just some wacky ideas. Well, here, let me make a prediction. You won't. It's hard to believe, but I guess Elon Musk really is the better billionaire. And he wants to put microchips in our brains. Bye, Bill. Stop the press. Bill Gates says a civil war is coming. Bill, I can only...
I mean, it's not funny. It's amazing. It's brilliant. I love you, Tom. As you can see, I've already hearted it. Let me know. I want to see what you guys have to say in the comments. Because what I'm going to be talking about today, I'm going to be talking about this with you guys. And then I got two more things I want to talk about. Alec Baldwin and a little thing that Joe Rogan said on an interview with Ben Shapiro. because that's the biggest bone I have to pick here. With all this, who's important? You know, that ego, everything's all about facade, everything's about the makeup and money. It's so superficial. And I don't want to get biblical here, but it's like, we all know where the ego takes you. But it's funny how when you use the word ego, I do it all the time. I use it all the time when I'm coaching. And it's like, I'm like, guys, I have to constantly lately explain what the ego is because everyone automatically gets offended. I'm like, see, there's your ego. And again, when I work with people, it's all about making them laugh. Sometimes I make them cry, but then we get to the laughter part. You know what I mean? Talk about not sugarcoating shit. Oh, God. I mean, everything that's happened in the last 10, 15 years with social media just put it on fire. All the ego, superficial people. Like, we didn't have enough of them in the past. Now we multiply them. Now they're like factory made. And I was going to talk about this other video about I'm not that I follow her, but somebody else did a commentary about this video about what do women want for the men out there that are looking for women. And so, of course, I watch not all of it, but enough that I'm like, oh my God, I can cut this up. And I really want to share with you guys. But the reason I didn't choose to do it is because I actually want you guys to let me know in the live chat, even in the replay, if you're interested. That is going to be my next live, because I know for a fact that nobody's mentioning all this stuff, like their perspective on it. You know, oh, like one of the women in the video said, I want a man to make like $400,000 a year. How does that matter? I mean, I'm just looking at all of them. They were all mostly, they looked like they were in their 20s. And I'm like, man, there's certain things that are tried and true. I mean, try and true. You know me. But like, at the end of the day, the only thing that works in a relationship is honesty, character, love, kindness. You get what I'm saying? Oh, and I saw something else about like the rules. There was another thing that I saw yesterday about the rules of like the first thing to not do on a first date and what he's got to do and she's got. It's like, we had those rules too when I was growing up. They've existed since a long time, at least since magazines came into circulation. I don't know, 40s or 50s, you know, because people do they have questions, right? And they want answers. Who doesn't want to be like, hey, what do I have to do to score, right? Or to get that person, or to get that guy to call me back, or to get that girl to want me and be in love with me. And how many times do we have to say, be yourself? But then how can we be yourself, but then here's the do's and do not list? Please. You guys let me know. Anyway, welcome. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for liking. If you haven't already, make sure to hit that like button, whether you're watching it live or the replay. Subscribe if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that notification bell to the all, because even then, you're not guaranteed to see me because I've been shadow banned, for those who know. And if you don't, you just know. Now, I just told you. Oh. So, welcome. Great to have you. Let's see. I can't wait to say hi to you guys. All right. What's up? IUE. Do I call you like that? IUE or you? Should I just say IUE? Here for it. Hashtag HOG. Love it. Thank you for being here. Yeah, we watch other stuff too. Yeah, you were the one I saw that right before we went live. And laugh out loud emoji. Love it. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Keep them coming. You know they're my fuel. William. Hey. Hashtag Olga Pérez. Hashtag Hangover Gang for Life. Hashtag Creek Squad. Ooh, I don't know about that one. Learn something new every day. Yes. Welcome. What's up? What else you got? William, I love you and your podcast, and I would really like to see you react to Burden. Riot for me featured Messes. Is that the right? I'm going to do it. I don't know if we do it today. Should I do it today? Hey, Nisho, welcome. Good afternoon to the Olga's crew. Love it. Yes. You're over here chilling? Hey. Wait. Bill Gates. Bill Gates. IUE. Bill Gates is weird. This motive. Oh, his motive for sure aren't good. He, I, he is. I'm not a licensed psychologist or psychiatrist, but I'm pretty sure. I don't think many psychiatrists cannot say that this guy is not. If it's not a psychopath, borderline for real. There's no doubt. And don't give me that. Oh, when people have all this money and they act, so powerful. We give them that platform. We allow them. Hey, Jay. Welcome back. Great to see you. Hey, y'all. MM. Hey, you didn't miss me today. I think I caught you like right at the end of the last live. Hey, Olga. And chat. Love it. Yes. Okay, so IUE is correct. Laugh out loud. Good. See, I like this. Everyone's chill over here. Great. And don't get me wrong. Those are not chill. Maybe they would get chill if they watched us, right? If they chatted with us, hung out with us. So yeah. Oh, you want to? Okay, William. Hey, what do you guys think? Let's do it today. Let's do the reaction to. I'm gonna look it up. Oh, what is this? IUE. I'd like to hear your thoughts on the 2030 WEF. Oh, that's a good one, IUE, because the WEF. Are you kidding me? Again, non-elected people. They get together and they decide what the planet and everybody needs. I mean, if that's not psychopathic right then in itself, like the whole world should have united to say, yeah, we want to have these leaders. We want to have a more, united world, like their whole supposed NATO. Like that's how they sold the whole NATO thing, right? United Nations. But the WEF takes it to a whole nother level. It's like, I mean, the Great Reset. I mean, when has anything in history, if you read history, whenever something started the Great Plague, the Great something, was never good. So that's number one, huge red flag. Number one. That's just on the surface of it. Yeah, these people are not with it and they have a little power and they have a little paycheck and they all sit around talking about like, well, we decided this and that. Like, I think, oh yeah, I was going to share that. There was a clip that's obviously been going around and how they're like, yeah, we partnered with Google. And so, to minimize misinformation, but also so that whenever you're searching for climate change, that the NATO and the UN stuff comes up on the top. You guys have seen it? I don't need to replay the video. You get the gist. If you haven't seen it, go look it up. Now, and they think it's completely normal. They think it's completely okay. Everybody should be completely like calling their congressmen, like everyone in the world should be calling their leaders, emailing them, DMing them in like their social media accounts and like, did you ask me what I wanted? Is this what we want? I mean, no. You don't go, you made the world what it is. And now you're like, oh, you know what? We didn't really do a good job at it, but we're not going to say we didn't do a good job on it. We're just going to say that we're going to do it better. Again, with that build back better. Build back better. And again, if you look in history, all kinds of different countries, leaders have been saying the same exact thing for over a decade, 2 decades, I believe. A long time ago, I remember hearing that for the first time. And yeah, it's so narcissistic. There's just no other way. This is not even politics. This is worse. So what do I think about the 2030 agenda, the Great Reset? I'm all about cutting pollution. I'm all about not creating things that create pollution. I'm all about preventative. But we already know that it's wherever the money's at. That's what empowers them. Wherever the money's at. So if they feel like we're taking away some of their resources, then they're like, oh, all right, we're gonna cut this back. Meaning cut us out. Like we saw with the whole pandemic, where, rules for thee, not for me, right? All these beautiful photos of them in their parties with no mask. But all the servants had their mask. We've all seen that. And yet, I just had an instance with a woman at the bakery a couple weeks ago, and I was buying bread. And I go, what's going on? Why is there a line? Like, why can't we go inside? Like, we waited because I got there early before the bakery even opened. And she's like, well, no, it's just that the people in there, they prefer that, it doesn't get too crowded. You know what I mean? Because, COVID's spiking. And I go, no one here is wearing a mask. You're not wearing a mask. No one in there is wearing a mask. And no one's, you don't work here. What are you doing here? And I guess she just saw it, talk about a Karen. It's funny how I've been called a Karen. I'm like, no, that's a Karen. And I go, wait. What? I'm okay then. You want to stay here? You could stay here. I'm going to cut in front of you then. No. Like, you don't understand. Like, I work at Temple. I think she said she was a professor at Temple or something like that. And I was like, and? Oh, you're the expert. Like, what is this? So you get one person, everyone just follows. They don't even question. I'm going, listen, I got to go. I got things to do. And I was nice about it, but she got all flustered like I was the enemy and, she was going to die because of me. And I'm like, you're full of shit. Because if you were that concerned, go put your mask on. Go put a bubble over your fucking head. All right, I'm getting started now. So, yeah. So if you want me to do that, let me see. What was that, that request? What's it again? I'm looking for, okay, hold on. I found it. Hold on. Let's see. Okay. So it's Burden. Never heard of them, by the way. So this is totally another one. I mean, at least I knew about Tom. Never did hear about Sansom till you guys told me. And now Burden, the same thing. Burden, Riot for me. Ooh, this is interesting. Oh, hold on. I'm getting it.
John Fetterman sponged off.
Of course we got a little commercial here. I'm coming. It's coming. But before I go to Burden, I want to get your guys' input on what you think about the Alec Baldwin thing. Again, I haven't seen a trial for it. I don't know all the evidence. I don't know shit. No problem. But I have an opinion and I have some gut feelings here. And you guys let me know what you think. I got the Burden queued up, guys. So let me go on this Alec Baldwin. And again, I got nothing against the guy. But this is so bizarre to me that everyone's just, and here we are, again, the great MSM that are so honest and great and they're moral high ground. They're just so wonderful people. They do nothing wrong but lie. That's all they do.
Now,
oh, wait, can you see my screen? Oh, yeah. All right.
to a surprising development in the case of cinematographer that was accidentally shot and killed by actor Alec Baldwin on the set of his movie Rust. Baldwin and his fellow producers have reached a settlement with Helena Hutchins, a deal that would allow production to resume. But as Jonathan Vigliotti reports, this isn't over.
Who's going to see this movie? Seriously, who would want to watch this movie after this? It's not whether they settled or didn't settle. Just, I cannot believe, like, how cold are people? How empty are they? I'm not judging. Just think about it. Did you guys hear this story? It says the husband made a settlement and he's going to be a producer to finish the film on top of it. Let's move forward. I don't want my kid to suffer more. Really? Although I did like at the end of this clip, you'll see that apparently there's still going to be, they said that no matter what their settlement is, that they're not above the law. And this case is going to continue forward.
Criminal investigation is still underway.
She came in here and went across her chest.
Nearly a year after the tragic death of cinematographer Helena Hutchins on the set of Rust in New Mexico, the film's production will move forward. As part of the terms of the settlement, Matthew Hutchins, Helena's husband, will now be an executive producer on the film, working alongside Alec Baldwin. The two were seemingly at odds over the last year after Baldwin told ABC News he never pulled the trigger.
They were seemingly at odds. They're talking about her or the husband?
Wasn't, well. But I didn't pull the trigger.
The idea that the person holding the gun, causing it to discharge, is not responsible is absurd to me.
But yesterday...
Right. So that's what he says. But yesterday...
Matthew Hutchins...
This to me is creepy as fuck.
Changed his tone, saying in a statement, "I have no interest in engaging in recriminations or attribution of blame," adding the film will pay tribute to Helena's final work. Baldwin, who is still under criminal investigation, acknowledged the specific desire to do what is best for Helena's son.
It's going to be very hard, I think, for the Santa Fe DA to move forward with criminal charges against Alec Baldwin and the producers of Rust when the man who lost his wife has agreed to a settlement.
The DA's office, though, said otherwise, issuing a statement: if the facts and evidence warrant criminal charges under New Mexico law, then charges will be brought. No one is above the law.
It should have been a cold gun with no rounds inside.
Baldwin and his attorneys have denied any claims of wrongdoing. Baldwin was holding the gun during a scene rehearsal last October when it discharged a live round, killing Hutchins and injuring director Joel Souza. At least 4 other lawsuits brought by crew members remain over the fatal shooting, which continues to send shockwaves through Hollywood. For CBS,
there's no way that I would be able to continue to work after something like that, especially on the same set, the same movie. There's no way. There's no way. And now, again, they're actors, right? So they are fake. Okay. You know, and it is hard for them to be real outside of their movie sets. Most of them go to therapy, or they have to go to therapy depending on the characters they're playing. I mean, it's hard to be fake so much that it becomes a part of you. You know what I mean? It's just like the kind of people you hang out with. You hang out with somebody for a certain period of time. Sooner than later, you're going to catch certain mannerisms of them. I mean, we are accumulation of all the people that have been in our lives, whether it's through a TV screen or next door or in our family. Okay, so that's just everybody. But imagine as an actor. So yeah. So just shared with you my real feelings in a nutshell of that. Let's see what you guys have to say about this before I move to the next point. Let's see. Hello, John. Welcome. It's good to catch you live. Yes, great to catch you. Thank you. For me, it's just past midnight. Oh, I know. I think I read your text, your comment that you're in Korea, right? For me, it's just past midnight. My son's puppy's whining to take a walk. Aw. Oh, my God. Welcome. Great to see you. Single Plytech. Hello from Canada. Hello, Canada. How about China having 3 police stations in Toronto? Ah, yeah, I did see that. You know, it was like, I didn't know if I was going to do like 10 little small clips. And I was just like, you know what? I just can't. Some days I just can't with this shit. But anyway, 3 police stations in Toronto and 1 in New York to monitor, in quote, Chinese nationals. Nothing to see here, Yep. So glad you mentioned it. Thank you. Love you guys. You're the best. IUE. Never thought of a great thing that way. That is true. Just want to make sure if you guys said anything about this. No, the Baldwin. Oh, and of course I saw the Taiwan thing and I'm like, do I really want to talk about this? Granted, it's a huge thing. It's never happened in the history of, Taiwan. And I don't want to mention it because I don't want to give more people the incentive to do it more, because it shows statistically that the more we talk about these things, the more they happen. Like, it ignites people. It really does. I like that one, MM. 6, Build Back Better, 666. Yes, it's evil. It's absolutely 100% evil. I do not care. You don't have to be religious to know that evil exists. We call it psychopaths? Please, please. The total removal. How about that Jeffrey Dahmer's Netflix? I didn't watch it. I knew it wasn't going to be the true story. And as soon as I started reading articles about it, I'm like, so glad I didn't waste my time and give them more of my attention. Because at the end of the day, it's like, if you just tell the story, like any other crime docu-series that we watch, you know, it's interesting. It's you can learn from it. But no, I knew the Jeffrey Dahmer. And then when they had said it's like LGBT, and then they're like, well, you know, they're thinking, I guess they're being, you know, inclusive. But then some of the people in that group was like, nah, that's horrible. We don't want to be associated with this murderer, blah, blah, blah. Okay, makes sense too. But why can't they just stick to the facts? Again, I didn't watch it, but the little clips that I seen and a lot of articles and stuff that I read, doesn't seem like they told the whole story. And that is not cool. Not cool. Just tell the truth. It's a lot harder to make up a lie and cover a lie. We know that, right? Most of us learned that in childhood, right? The problem, single plague tech, the problem with following the science, in quote, is the science, in quote, follows the money. Exactly. Yeah, that's what that whole WEF, when, yes, we are the science. I mean, people should, I just can't believe that people just like, oh, whatever. And it's like how much, they've already tortured you through the whole pandemic, broken people mentally. It seems actually that the people that didn't get broken is because they were already so broken and got through it beforehand. I believe I'm in that category because the whole time everybody's flipping out. I'm like, what? And then what? If I'm going to die, I'm going to die. I'm not scared of dying. What's wrong with that? Life is short. And we don't know from what day, regardless of any pandemic or anything that can take you out. Okay? We're supposed to live carpe diem, by the moment, in the moment. We should, every moment that we have is precious. So why would I live in fear? If it's my last minute on earth, I'm getting laid or I'm doing something. Or or I'm playing with a baby or, combing a cat or something. You know what I mean? Oh, okay. All right. Lena, welcome. Linus Blinus? Is that, or Linus Blinus? If I were to say it like with my Spanish, I'd be like, Linas Blinas. Hello. How are we doing? Sansom today? Well, you know what? You caught me a little late because I believe it's William who already made a request for Burden. And I've never heard of this person, never seen, nothing. I have no clue. And I'm going to get into that in a second. But first, since we're talking about all this, these people that are, I don't know, treated like gods by MSM, and then everyone just watches. Brainwash. Going back to the Tom MacDonald from the last live. Check this out, guys. Because this phenomenon on how these people are just giving these platforms. And, okay. All right. Oh, you guys see what I'm doing? Oh, shit. I didn't even know I was still screen sharing.
And a lot of celebrities, the attempt to mainstream them as normal human beings. And you see this from both sides. I think to a certain extent, you saw the Republicans did this with Kid Rock, where suddenly Kid Rock was going to run for Senate in Michigan.
And he could have won.
And he definitely could have won. And you see Kanye West, they're doing the same thing now, right? Kanye West is a grand expositor of the Constitution of the United States. And listen, I'm happy for anybody to think for themselves. If Kanye wants to talk about voting Republican, I'm a Republican, I'm happy with that, that's fine. But to pretend that entertainers, I mean, I've lived out here my entire life. To pretend that entertainers and show people aren't a bunch of crazy people is just nuts.
Guys, do you know I didn't even watch this video? I did not watch it ahead of time. I saw the title and I was like, oh yeah, I got to watch this. And it's a short clip. So I figured, hey, let's have fun. Let's watch this together. Because that's why I'm here, guys. I want to do this with you guys. I'm not trying to like watch stuff and then share it with you. Nah, I like this whole live for real shit.
The level of nuttiness in this town is so high, and yet the halo effect that we have about celebrities is that, well, if they're famous and I see them on TV, that must mean that they're smart in real life.
Right.
No.
Well, it's a biological trick. And what it is when you evolved, when all of us lived thousands of years ago, we looked to the most successful member of the tribe, the one who was older, the one that everybody revered. He was the best hunter. He was the smartest warrior. He was the one with the scars on his face that had survived battle, and he could relay to you the lessons of a life well lived. This is what I learned. This plant's poisonous. That snake will kill you. And all of this stuff now gets relayed to someone who's on a giant screen. Now we see Brad Pitt, his head is 20 feet tall. There's music playing when he talks. His lines are all carefully constructed by a team of writers. And we get sucked into it like he's
edited it.
a real hero. And we do that for anybody that gets attention, whether it's Kim Kardashian or Taylor Swift. We see these people and millions of people are paying attention to them. So we assume that there's some quality behind everything that they're saying. There's something special about them. But there's not. It's a biological trick that it's perpetrated through, and this is not by a grand conspiracy, but through media, through being able to put them on a YouTube screen or on a television or a laptop or wherever you're digesting it. And the knowledge that when you're watching a clip where Kanye West is talking about running for president and you look down at the number and it says, oh my God, 24 million people have watched this. And there's 15,000 thumbs up. What the And this is the world that we're living in today. So you say, well, it must be, God, Kanye's going to win. Kanye's going to win. And this is exactly how Donald Trump got into office. Right. We have a popularity contest to see who becomes president. And we have the very first ever popular person enter a popularity contest. A guy who is a long time media personality who knew very well how to manipulate that. Right. He was charismatic. He's a bold speaker. He's not afraid to piss people off. He knows he has a bunch of people that like
marketing,
like what he has to say, and he can rile them up. And this is what's strange about taking the word of celebrities over the word of professors or of public intellectuals or of people that have actually carefully considered all these things that they're discussing and have a lot of information. And they're basing these conclusions and these statements on a long history of research. And this is not what you're going to get from Kanye. He's a guy who doesn't even read. He doesn't read. And they're like, he's our guy. He uses your...
To me, that's profound too. I read a lot. So I'm like, when people tell me they don't read, I'm like, what? No judgment. I'm just going, I can't get enough, you know?
Incorrectly all the time. He uses the wrong your. You know, like Piers Morgan. I mean, we both have our thoughts on Piers Morgan, but one of the things he wrote, like he corrected him. And he's like, no, you're never going to be president.
Okay, well, that was that because that commercial. So, anyway, what do you guys think about that? Again, I just want to break it down. I want people to stop watching these people that are so empty and superficial. It's like, there's actually people that can be just as attractive and actually have a heart and a soul and brains and have actually did things and they're true heroes. Those are the people that should be like front and center. What the hell? I can't. And then no wonder everyone's suicidal. No wonder all these young kids are suicidal. Man, they need to come to Olga's camp. Oof. I used to say, you know what? I'm not promoting the military, but I would be like, you know what? These kids would really do good if they just 1 year, just a boot camp, in high school, okay, before they graduate. And then they should go through another boot camp, taking care of baby for like 3 months. You get what I'm saying? Just a quick boot camp. And then like send them to a communist country for 4 weeks. I won't even be that cruel. I won't say a few months. You know what I mean? Get a reality check. And I'm saying this because that's what they need in order to be happy. That's what they need. It's, we want to spoil our loved ones, but that's not how we learn. That's not how we're built. It's kind of like what Joe said. We're just built in a certain way. And then when you exploit that, come on. I've even seen articles and videos of kids saying, when they watch porn, they're traumatized. It really messed them up. Yeah, no shit. Not like back in the day where it was like Playboy magazine, right? And I remember being a kid and seeing like I guess one that was ripped out of a magazine that was on the sidewalk, and my friends and I are walking by, and I've always had a bunch of like guy friends, even when I was young. And, you know, we're walking by, he's like, oh man, look at this, you know? And we're like, oh, I'm looking at some tits, and like, oh, and we're like 6 or 8 years old. And that was, but it wasn't traumatizing. It was about curiosity. But that compared to the shit that they're getting their hands on, their eyes, that their brain can't even handle yet. Ay, 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 ay. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. And definitely thank you for being with me live every single time. Love you so much. Hey, Ron, welcome. Hi, Olga. Here at home, appreciating your presence. Oh my God, dude, you guys are brilliant. Look at that. Presence. Oh my God. Oh my God, I gotta write this down. You guys are unbelievable. So yes, oh, okay. Linas, yes, my name is pronounced a Spanish way. Sansom, a quick word. I know you did make a comment. I'm gonna do it. But William was here first. Unless you guys want to duke it out in the chat. Nah, I can't take it back. I already told William I'm going to do it. I already pulled out the video. So the next one, you show up and I'll do it, okay? Yeah, a quick word is a parody of those people who are brainwashed. It is perfect for you. We'll have a lot of fun. Trust me, smiley face. Oh, I'm sure I will. I'm glad that you guys connect and get what I need, what I like. Ah, Jim from Maryland. Welcome. I missed it. What? Gonna have to catch the replay. Awesome to see you. Emoji with the sunglasses. My fave. Besides the prayer hands, is that one. The emoji with the sunglasses. Yeah, so we're badass. Okay. Yeah. IUE, the celebrity halo effect is real. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. All right, girls. I mean, I was gonna say, guys, you just gotta get used to it. I'm always gonna cross my words. By the way, it's typical with someone who learns more than 3 languages before the age of 5, and I'm one of them. Not an excuse. It's a reality. Like if you were with me here in my house, right, hanging out with me, I don't know, whether it's a bar, whether we're having lunch or at a wedding, whatever it is. This is how it is. This is what one of the things that people that like me like about me is that I'm always saying some messed up things. I'm always calling people the wrong name and shit like that. Yeah. Part of my personality, I guess. Okay. So are we game? I hope I didn't miss anybody's text, any comment that you wanted me to share. I guess you guys didn't give a shit about Alec Baldwin. You mentioned something about the halo effect. Okay. All right. I was curious to see what you guys thought. How'd you feel about it? I don't know who's going to watch that movie. That's bottom line. Teach his own. Okay. So what do you guys think? You think it's time for me to go on with Burden, Riot for Me, featuring Messes? I guess it's called Messes? Messus? I feel a silence. Is that a go, guys? Is that a go? All right. Has anybody else heard about this guy? Burden? Riot for Me? I hope this is like... Do I have to warn anybody about anything? Hope it's PG. Okay. Let me see before I go. Let's see. We in the chat should feel privileged. There will come a day when Olga will not have the chance to read our messages and take requests. That's a possibility. But let's not go there right now. And if there's all this technology with IA, I could be redone. I can be. No, the technology does exist. All right, I'm going with it. Is it yes? Oh, you know him. Okay. Okay, Linus. All right. Well, here we go. Oh. Clear my head. I want to be totally ready for this one. Okay. I don't know if you heard that. That was weird. Weird. Burden. Riot for me.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me.
Guys, when I laugh, as you know me already, it's like when it's some badass truth, right? Like, I'm glad, because if one side can speak up, everybody should be able to speak up. You don't like it? How does it feel?
Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't.
He has 2 cops that are black in this video while he's talking about this. Interesting.
Ride for me. Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic. Y'all don't ride for me. Ain't
Oh, good one, William. Yeah, how demonic making those. How perfect is this song right now, this moment, after I just shared that Joe Rogan clip about the freaking idols over here. The so-called self-idols, by the way, that give themselves awards. Ew! I used to watch that stuff years ago just because as a girl, I wanted to see the outfits and the makeup and like what was trending, just because that's what you do when you're young. You're expressing yourself through clothes and makeup, But no, it's been years that I can't do it.
Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me. Ain't it demonic how the news make a piece of shit look iconic? How ironic if the rain.
How ironic that the news makes a piece of shit. Look iconic. I'm stealing that one.
Ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but the iconic. How ironic if the ratings go up, so does the profits. You can change the station, but the reading from the same script. White man gunned down by police, ain't nobody play that clip. No one gave a shit. I won't get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face.
Again. Oh man. Wow, look at all this talent. I'm so proud to see people being themselves, unfiltered, expressing themselves. Takes guts.
Gave a shit. I won't get no famous case. I won't get no downtown monument where they paint my face. I won't get no NFL jersey spot that say my name. Oh, that's right. Since I'm white, the situation ain't the same. Black lives matter. Asian lives matter. Spanish lives matter. Ain't allowed to say Caucasian lives matter. Why? That don't fit the narrative. That will mean equality. Truth in the mainstream media. That's mythology. Been using my people, your people, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more people.
That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Ooh, that just got to me. I got butterflies, chills, getting teary-eyed over here.
Your people, good people, poor people. Either we wake up or they gon' keep on using more.
Either we wake up. Ain't that the fucking truth? I love when I have these conversations with people about this sort of thing. Well, we just don't want this one group to be singled out. They already have enough people afraid of them because of their color and this and that and that. The truth is the truth. And that's the thing about the media where they're like, oh, we're going to show you what we think you need. It's not just that simple of fitting the narrative, because they first sold it off as we're doing them a favor. We're trying to protect them. And then, again, you guys hear me say this all the time. The road to hell was paved with good intentions. Funny, you never hear that quote anywhere on TV anymore, or even in any channel that I ever watch. You guys ever hear that? How come nobody ever says that? Did they forget that the road to hell was paved with good intentions? I wouldn't be surprised if Jordan Peterson has definitely used that one. Has to.
I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, keep on using more people. I tried to warn people, supply them the truth. If the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride. What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if
I can speak from my own experience that when I was going through hardship, I mean, complete hardship, on the street, broke, everything fell apart. As they say, when it rains, it shines. I mean, when you're, see, I keep doing this shit. When it rains, it pours. And it was bad. I mean, everything went wrong. And I can't pay my rent. It was horrible. Had to drop out of college. Lost what I thought at the time was the love of my life, or at least my first love or whatever. So in a nutshell, I don't want to ask my family for help. That was never a part of me to go home or to go back, especially when my mom says, you'll come back. You think you're so tough. You think you're gonna, you need me. And she'd be like, you'll come back one day like a dog with a tail between your legs. And I'm like, never. And so when all that happened, it was right in my late 20s. And it wasn't the pride. At first it was, but then it wasn't. Then it was like, Olga, think about it. If you go back, you're never going to learn the skills to either A, never get to that point, and B, how about if every time you have a problem, you go back and you go back and you go back, right? Or you depend on somebody else, whether it's a family member, whether it's a partner. You get me? And I'm like, no, you got to figure this out. You got to do this. And the reason why this is igniting this story is because I asked for assistance. I asked for rental assistance. I asked for even assistance to pay for school. And they were like, no. They're like, you're white? They literally, doesn't matter if my name was, Pérez, you're white and you don't have children. Now, if you had children, if you were a single mother. So it was like that was my first experience learning that they actually wanted me to have more problems and more burden and live off the system. And I was already angry with everything that happened to me. But when they're telling me this, I was just like, what the fuck is wrong with these people or this world? Like, and that's exactly.
the victim was me, y'all wouldn't ride.
What I'm saying, if the victim was me, exactly. They looked at me, and if I was attractive on top of it, I'm telling you, they were like, you need money? You don't look like you need money. You don't look like. And that was it. Talk about when you're completely alone and you're trying to be an adult and you're trying to be mature and take care of your own shit. And then they treat you like this. No, horrible, horrible. I'm telling you. I'm not giving you all the details, but you get my point.
If I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me.
Especially young white males right now is horrible. I mean, that's what I always tell my friends when they're siding with this kind of bullshit, and I'm like, just think about this. If you don't have a son, but imagine if you had a son. Like, just God, this could be your father. Just go back in time. Your brother, your father, like.
Cause I ain't black, ain't no hashtags online for me or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me. Bet y'all don't ride for me.
Not to mention that men, God, I don't know how. I understand the whole 1950s type of male, right? And the woman had to be at home and, pretend to love it, whether she did or didn't. But the extreme of making men look like, even when guys were, quote, deadbeat dads back in the day, right? I'm not saying they don't exist today, but even then, they've always made it like it was the majority. And it's like, no, it wasn't. And for me, I've always experienced wonderful men. I'm serious. People would say to me, I don't know how you find these great guys. It's like, they're all around. If you're looking for a good guy versus just some dick. I'm just saying. Sorry. Boy, this song is igniting all kinds of shit. I'm sure you guys didn't think this was going to be my reaction.
This is so exhausting. Way the news talking. It's like black folks only ones dead in coffins. Black on black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of
Ooh, black on black's not a tragedy. It's because people are brainwashed. That's it. Because obviously, if they're watching something like The Facts, this shit wouldn't have been happening. It's that simple. You can't.
Batteries, huh? Black ain't a tragedy, huh? Guess news cameras ran out of batteries, huh? Live by the gun, die by the gun. When
So I guess this is messes. Or I hope I said it right. Messes, like, or is it like Mises, like Jesus?
it happens in the hood, y'all ain't saying none. But soon as that trigger finger white, y'all be tearing shit up on the same night. Say I ain't right. Say I ain't white, let's say that I'm black. Get pulled over, try to run away and scrap. Reaching for the strap, but he get it first. So I slug him in the face at the same time that it bursts. Now I'm just another reason to ride a name on a
I like
shirt.
that he's carrying that microphone that says ABC on it. You guys noticed that, right?
The truth is I just got what I deserve. When you playing dumb games and you win a dumb prize, less it's whites killing blacks, they don't give a fuck who dies. When you gonna realize they just trying to divide us? 'Cause red, white, and blue, it's the colors that unite us. I'm getting sick and tired of the looting and the riots. When the truth is if I was dead, then y'all be dead silent.
What if I was on my knees and executed by police? What if I was being choked and they knew that I couldn't breathe? If I was in the cop car, was killed in the back seat with hands cuffed and locked behind me, y'all ain't losing any sleep. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, and that's a fact. Ain't no protest with signs for me, cause I ain't black. Ain't no hashtags online for me, or fighting back. Ain't nobody about to ride for me, bet y'all don't ride for me.
Whoa, I can see how that's a little hard for people to take. Oh, they got over 2 million, almost 3 million views. Burden. I'm gonna have to do some more research on this guy or group. I'm quite interested. I love the lyrics. There's some truth. You know, do I like the rap quality and, you know, I mean, like the whole guns and like the violence, but it's making a point, right? It made its point very clearly, I think. And if, especially, I don't know what the production costs were, but you know, if it's all on them, I think they did a really good job. That almost was to me more than like a song that I would play in the car, you know what I mean? Or just like that song Burden, I mean Riot for Me by Burden. It makes me sad. You believe that? It makes me sad. And what a perfect title, Riot for Me. Yeah. Yeah. Talk about equality. Oh my God. Again, only the people that could believe in that, you know. I'm the words that want to come out of my mouth is just, I've never had someone that when they mention these kind of things to me, that we don't have to part by agreeing to disagree. I'm like, whether you're Googling it, I break it down to a point that I'm like, do you realize that, you know, what you're fighting for, you think you're doing the right thing? And this is specifically with the interns that I hired that work for me. I'm like, you know, and they're all diverse. They're all different ages. They're all different backgrounds, cultures, colors. I love it that way. That's me. Everybody brings something special and unique, period. But it's the fact that they've been indoctrinated in a way that they really don't even question things. And if they do, they don't want to be singled out. They want to be liked, especially in this generation, this era where likes is your value, you know? Wow, William, what's up? What are you doing to me? Woof. I literally do have a bone. Like I definitely have a soft spot when it has to do with all this, like the white males, like how the men are the ones that go to war. The first ones that go to war. Or who got on the little boats, you know, the rafts off the Titanic first. The women and the children and the elder, you know, not the men. Like all these things that men have to deal with. I don't know. I must have been a man in a past life because that's the first thing I'm thinking. I'm like, who doesn't love a man and what they can represent? A good man, and then again, if a man is a shit, It usually has to do with something his mother did or didn't do, or also the father. It's no doubt. I used to be a teacher of little children and preschool. I mean, God, the way when you give kids love, you get love back. I had kids that had a, crazy background or maybe slightly abusive background or whatever, or parents that were neglectful. They were, into their careers, whatever it was. Those kids could not wait to come to class and see Miss Olga because my biggest first and last priority was to love them. Whether one kid had all the love he already needed at home, didn't matter. Because I knew just even instinctually that by showing them, not telling them what to do or how to act, just showing them, they're learning from us. We know this. Don't tell them what to do, show them, right? Do it. Don't tell them, do it. Because we do what we watch, we pick up, right? We're monkeys. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, wow. Oh my God. I want to read your text, guys. I'm curious to see what you guys thought. Whew. Hello. So yeah, catch me in the next live, Linus. And don't forget about us. Laugh out loud. What do you mean? What did I miss, guys? It's so funny because when I'm in the middle of doing a reaction and whatnot, I'm so into it that I'm not looking at the chats. I need to get some moderator to highlight your questions and whatnot so that I won't miss them. If I ever miss your chat, it's not that I want to. So let's see. Ron Holtz. Ironic when you said girls, I was barefoot and in the kitchen. 2 out of 3 is as far as I go. Ironic when you said girls. Hold on a second. No, if I'm reading the right. Ironic when you said girls, I was barefoot and in the kitchen. 2 out of 3 is as far as I go. Laugh out loud. Is that supposed to be funny? I think that song got me all. Whew. So give me a second. Chad, welcome. Yee, hello there. Yes, welcome. Great to see you. MM at Ron Holtz. That comment kind of sounds like you look down at women. Oh, see, and I was wondering if that was a joke. That's a good one. I'm glad they thank you for being here, helping me out, guys. Because that's the thing. You see how we can look at things differently? And we can, especially a text. There's no way we can understand exactly what everybody says in a text. And that's why your emojis are so helpful, for sure. I always add emojis, whether it's, here in the live stream or I'm texting someone, you know what I mean? To make sure that they don't misunderstand the emotion that I have. So sorry if anyone may have interpreted my comment in a derogatory way. Oh, come on now. We know your love. Right? I think you were joking though, right, Ron? I think that was the issue, right? Not the issue. So yeah, you know what I also noticed while I was watching that reaction, while I was doing that reaction video of Burden? William, are you still here? Why are you being so quiet? I want to know what you got to say. You had the request. You got the request. Jim, what did you think? Who else already knew about this guy, Burden? Or if you didn't know, let me know in the live chat. And, all right. So what I was saying is that I noticed there was about 11 people at some point, and I'm wondering if people just drop off because they're busy or it's because of the Burden video. I'd like to know. If you guys know, let me know. And whoever's watching this, when you watch this replay, let me know in the comments what you think. And in the meantime, until next time, much love, many blessings. And I'll talk to you guys soon.